When you're Davis Mills, you cannot ask for a better opportunity. In the past 2 weeks, he has had two times to show this Houston Texans organization and this Houston Texans crowd that he is capable of winning the big games. These past two opponents are huge. A division rival and a team who just traded for a high-profile QB to go and make a run in the playoffs. These were two teams who no one expected the Houston Texans to be competing with, nonetheless have a chance to win the game. And when you're a second-year QB in Davis Mills and all the pressure was on you and you failed to do that, well, there's already conversations. Is he the guy or not? Now, I am still a believer in Davis Mills. There's 15 more games in this guy's very young career. But it's disappointing and very discouraging when you couldn't, close out one of the past two. Because honestly, the Houston Texans right now should be 2-0 with better quarterback play. And that all doesn't fall on Davis Mills, right? The whole offense wasn't good except for number 31, Dameon Pierce, who showed that he is him. He ran the ball 15 times, 69 yards, 4.6 yards a carry. The run game was absolutely better than last week. He showed that he should have been the starting running back in week one. Who knows if Dameon Pierce and Kenyon Green are starting, are the Houston Texans 1-0-1 right now. But the simple of the matter is that this offense didn't do its job. It doesn't just fall on Mills. The offensive line was doing good, and then they once again completely fell apart. Titus Howard just is not playing good whatsoever. He is just giving up costly sacks, and Laramie Tunsil had a couple penalties as well. Kenyon Green was, I think, to me, the only bright spot about this offense. They had a very success when they were running behind him. He only allowed one pressure in pass protection. AJ Cann was absolutely beat. Quisenberry, the new starting center with the Justin Brett, being out. He had a very solid game himself. So this offensive line needs to get it going. And then these wide receivers, nothing really stood out about them today, right? We did see the ball spread out a little more. Nico got 9 targets. He had 4 catches, 58 yards. Brandon Cooks was targeted another 10 times, had 54 yards. Farrell Brown had 3 catches. Chris Moore had 2 catches. And that's pretty much about it because his offense was just not there, at all. And it was kind of frustrating because the defense was doing its job. I sent this tweet out yesterday. Follow me at Twitter at 713HSP. That this defense has exceeded all expectations, right? I'm not expecting them to be a top 10, top 5 defense, but they have that bend, don't break mentality. They are going to give up plays, but when you get into the red zone, it's going to be hard to score on this team. The main bright spot, well, not bright spot, but the main talking point was number 3 overall pick, Derek Stingley, who had a very up and down day against veteran Cortland Sutton. Sutton is just an absolute beast. Had almost 87 yards on Stingley himself. It was a very tough matchup for Stingley and a very hard game, but however, he had a lot of good plays as well. That pass breakup in the goal line and that huge tackle for loss where it just took out Sutton's legs under him. Big play for the defense, big play for the rookie. I like the fact that he was able to bounce back because there was times, man, where he was just getting ate up out there. The rest of the defense, I think, was absolutely good. We were able to, make Russell Wilson uncomfortable. We sacked him 3 times. Jonathan Grenard had that big sack. Rasheem Green had a 1.5, and Christian Kirksey not only added with the interception where he just ripped it away from Sutton, but had that half sack with Rasheem Green. I am excited for this defense. They've done everything that I have asked. I fully believe in them. And they gave this offense a chance to win the game. And that's why it's frustrating because we are there defensively and we were expecting this offense to be much better than what it was. We should be 2-0 right now. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This Houston Texans offense, it failed to capitalize. That falls on the quarterback, the offensive line, the wide receivers, and not only that, it falls on Pep Hamilton as well. Pep Hamilton, we were expecting some type of, we were expecting, the ball spread around a lot, but it looks like there's a lot of one read plays for this offense. And when Davis Mills was finally controlling the offense, and we were able to move the ball, but it was a little too late. That big catch to Nico, then that big catch to Brandon Cooks, and Davis Mills just missed them high. But Davis Mills just does not look good. He absolutely needs to get it going. Our Houston Texans are 0-1-1. Definitely not. They could be in a much more worse situation, right? They could be 0-2. They should be 2-0. You guys let me know how you feel about this loss. It kind of stinks for me. As always, go Texans. You guys have a very blessed day.